Hey everybody, today I just wanted to talk about what led me to this point. And what point is that? If you missed my last video, my first video, the point where I reset everything, upended my entire life. So what led me here? So at a certain point, last year, midsummer, I kind of started taking stock of everything in my life and really did some reflection and figured out that this wasn't where I was supposed to be. It wasn't where I was meant to be. I had to do something to change it. And that includes things like my weight, things like my financial situation. I'm 38 years old. I have no kids. I am married, happily. That's the one thing I've done right in my life so far. But it really, just thinking it over, nothing really added up. And I didn't see a future that was going to be any different because I wasn't doing anything to change it. Specifically, with my health and finances. So I will say I had already started losing weight by this point. So when a few years ago, I was 400 pounds. I'm down below 300 now. I still have a long ways to go, but it's an ongoing thing. And I'm not trying to, lose 100 pounds in 3 months because I just don't think that's healthy. But I am consistently losing weight. So that's one thing that I had already started changing. But everything else was just so huge. It required just a massive change. And that's why I did this. So things like not having any kids. I know it's not too late, but it's getting pretty darn close. And it's something my wife and I have discussed and we would like to do. But, we'll just see what happens there. So that's something that may or may not change or be able to be changed. But we would like it to. And then finances, just overall mental well-being, which is kind of part of the health thing, but a different category. The mental health, the mental well-being, stress levels were through the roof all the time. I was working a job that I would put my entire life into, and I did for 14 years. And at the end of the day, I had the wrong idea about where things were going with it, and it ended up just not working out. Just years on end of anywhere from 12, 14 hour shifts sometimes. Never really properly compensated for it. No benefits, and I understand. It was a small business. Money was kind of tight, but that wasn't really something that was viable for me anymore. Coming up on 40 years old, we had $4,000. That's what we had, and when we decided to do all of this, we cashed all that in, and that was the money we had to make this move with, and it was just enough. It worked out down to the last dollar where it worked out. And that's not all because of the job. That was a lot of bad financial decisions that I made over the years too, and that's being rectified now as well. There's plans in place for that, not only recognizing what had happened, recognizing the problems, but putting safeguards in place, most importantly, so that it doesn't happen again, so that I don't make that happen again, because a big part is recognizing in myself that I am an impulse buyer. And, we like stuff, and that's a mindset that kind of has to change. So would be nice to, sorry, my watch is giving me the business. It would be nice to go a bit more minimalist, which is something that we're going to be starting on, at least kind of start working into. I did learn a lot from that job, though. I learned a lot from that experience, and I wouldn't be who I am today without it. So don't get me wrong, I don't regret the time that I spent there. And I think it set me up extremely well mentally for the rest of my life and for securing my own financial future. So that, and to be honest, that's the lessons that I learned there, and specifically from my mentor there. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for those lessons and for her. So it's not all bad. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't a bad experience. I wouldn't trade those years just because of what I learned. But now it's just time to apply it to myself and not to someone else's dream. It's time to make our own happen. We'll see you back tomorrow. I'm going to try and post these up every day. So we will see you soon, and we'll see you often.